Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning. How are you?
Ça va très très bien, merci. Ce matin, Kyle, on a quelques questions à vous poser.
Sounds good.
Vous êtes lutteur, vous avez 28 ans. À partir de quand a commencé cette histoire avec la lutte?
I started wrestling when I was 5 years old, but my passion started maybe when I was 14. I wanted to be the best.
Vous avez commencé très très tôt. Est-ce qu'on arrive à la lutte parce que on est un peu bagarreur quand on est enfant? Est-ce qu'il y a un lien?
I joined wrestling because it's what my dad told me to do. You know, I played American football and wrestling my whole life.
Aujourd'hui, vous êtes dans Paris pour les JO 2024. Est-ce que le petit déjeuner français vous a convenu ou est-ce que vous avez mangé ce que vous avez l'habitude d'avoir aux États-Unis, Kyle?
I ate some of the French breakfast, but I usually just eat eggs, potatoes, and meat. So, but I had some baguette, fresh baguette as well. It was very good.
J'imagine que dans la préparation, l'alimentation est très importante, Kyle.
Yes. Weight is important, and the way that we eat can make a big difference in our competition.
Est-ce que vos entraînements sont répétitifs à chaque jour? Est-ce qu'il y en a plusieurs par jour ou est-ce que c'est réparti sur la semaine? Qu'est-ce que vous faites concrètement, Kyle?
I have a routine, but we also, our wrestling there's a lot going on and there's a lot of different positions you can get into. So, I have a training plan and program, but also you have to be ready for any position.
Et qu'est-ce que ça fait, Kyle, d'avoir été sélectionné pour ces Jeux olympiques de Paris?
It's a blessing to me because I love wrestling, but I know that God, is in control of everything. To be on the Olympic team and be able to compete is a huge blessing from God. So I'm just very thankful for that.
Vous n'avez pas dit que c'était une chance ou une opportunité, vous avez parlé d'une bénédiction. Vous croyez que c'est Dieu qui vous a envoyé ici à Paris pour concourir pour ces JO?
I do. Yeah, he's in control of my life and he's in control of the world and he's got a plan for everybody and that's what I've come to know.
Est-ce que, Kyle, Dieu a toujours fait partie de votre vie ou est-ce qu'à un moment, il y a eu un déclic et vous avez voulu avoir une relation plus personnelle avec Jésus-Christ?
No, he wasn't part of my life growing up. I pretty much just cared about sports. But when I was a freshman in college, around 19 years old, is when I committed my whole life to Jesus. I had a big wrestling match my year of college, and I was very depressed. And I always struggled to compete best in competition because I was very nervous. But after this, I was encouraged to give my whole life to God.
Et donc finalement aujourd'hui, Kyle, qu'est-ce qui a changé depuis cette décision?
With competition, I am less, and then, I'm not jealous anymore. I have more self-control and patience and kind towards other people. So he's changed my whole life.
Est-ce qu'on peut dire, Kyle, que Dieu est en quelque sorte un coach pour vous?
Yeah, my focus every day is to do what God wants me to do and to live according to his will. So when it comes to competition day, it's the same thing. To me, it's no less of an important day than any other day. So, that helps me a lot when it's time to compete.
Kyle, est-ce que vous avez un verset de la Bible qui vous accompagne particulièrement, que vous aimez plus que les autres?
There's many. I think one of my favorites that I always remember is Galatians 2:20, because the commitment of a Christian and what it takes to follow Jesus.
Est-ce que, Kyle, il y a un moment clé de votre carrière ou au cours d'un match où vous avez particulièrement ressenti la présence de Dieu?
I'd say it's more so leading up to the match that I'm praying and focused on God and asking Him to help me and rehearsing the plan that He's given me in my head. And then when I'm on the competition mat, I just think that He allows me to stay focused because, very rarely do I have mental gaps in the match, which helps me a lot.
Votre préparation mentale est différente des autres lutteurs, donc?
Yeah, I know there's actually a lot of Christian athletes that think and compete the same way that I do, but it's just wrestling to me is just what God has called me to do, and it's what He how He is teaching me about Him. So I think that's where my perspective would be different than maybe other athletes.
Et Kyle, qu'est-ce que vous attendez de ces Jeux Olympiques de Paris 2024? Est-ce qu'on peut prier d'une certaine manière pour vous?
Yes, just pray that training continues to go well until I compete on August 10th and 11th, and then pray that God would be honored through my performance and that Jesus would be glorified in everything that I do and all that I speak. And also pray for my family back home, my wife and babies.
Merci beaucoup Kyle, excellente
Grand
journée,
merci
merci.
Kyle, bon jeu de Paris.